this is how it starts, isn't it? This is how it starts. One moment we're lighting gazebos on fire, and then the next moment, full-blown anarchy. Oh boy! Brace yourselves, this is gonna be a wild one. Hi everyone, and welcome to episode 7 of our City Skylines playthrough. Morgoth the Barbarian here, and today we are continuing to upgrade our city even further. And I will start by pretending like this didn't happen. No, not at all. Hold on. There we go. Totally nothing happened there. Nope. Nope. See? Look, good as new. It's as if nothing happened. Anyways, last time we were here, we continued to upgrade our city a bit more with our downtown area coming into fruition. New little Riverside Park, a little entertainment district, as our city continues to grow. Now, full disclosure, if it looks a little different around here, it's because I actually worked on this off camera a little bit to try and get us to a good spot. And by that I mean to Capital City. Yeah, we need more tiles in this game, so if we're going to advance. So my goal is to try to get as far as I can here in the population, and then we can start the real projects that'll bring in the cash here, so follow me on this one. So for episode 7, we still got a little more space to fill out. There's also the question of this space right here, and it's not going to be what you think it might be. I'll give you a hint. These bus lanes we've got next to it kind of are the giveaway here. If you know, if that excites you, feel free to hit those like and subscribe buttons. Much appreciated if you do. So, as I mentioned, we're now Capital City. Hooray! We can now actually do more things. Hooray! We got some university paths, cargo harbors, which at the moment are absolutely useless, and a football stadium. Oh, that's being that'll be done. From this point forward, though, we'll get one new tile for the next 3 upgrade, for the next 2 upgrades, and then once we hit 80,000, the whole map becomes available. First things first, I see something I want to do. We need to do this for the trade school, because this is the only way to get this up. Yeah, that is not what I'm looking for. There it is, universal education. That way everybody can come in on this. That means our university now can access the entire population, not just part of it here. And if we go over here now, yep, see, now we've got more than enough students. I believe we have a university roaming around here somewhere, or do we not? We do not, okay. Like a standalone university, but now we've got this, so that should work, but we're probably going to need to upgrade this a little bit more if it gets very close. We'll get to that in just a minute. What else did I want to do? Oh yeah, there was a policy I wanted to enact. Where are you? Helicopter privacy. Where was it? There it is. For-profit education. People gotta pay for their education here, alright? Either go work in the farm or go get or pay up. We're not a charity around here. Alright, and then as I mentioned, we were trying to get this on tap. And then now I totally forgot what was we were going to do. Oh, we can do ships now. Oh, that's right, the football stadium, although I will admit our university area is not big enough to support that just yet. I will probably incorporate all this little space right here. But as of this very moment, I think we're kind of okay here. So, what are we trying to... So, well, I'll let this game go through. This space right here. I think it's about time we introduce some mass transit. I know mass transit is expensive, but if done correctly, it can actually help our city out a little bit. So that's one project to note. The other project, this side of the map. So, well, oh yeah, there's a new tile. We'll address that in a minute. I already know where I want to go anyways. So, if we're looking at our map here, I know we've got the outer loop. But let's say traffic's coming from over here and doesn't... Now, there's a train line, and part of me would like to make another highway that would cut across here. The reason being is, if we're going to have an airport for the future, speaking of which, high plane, as well as a more train, this area actually might be better suited for all of that. Keep in mind there's an oil thing over here somewhere. So the reality is, you know, a highway that would cut across over here might not be a bad idea. And of course we'll have like the little lakeshore road running around this end here. But the long story short is, if we're going to do this, you know, we should probably consider having another highway cut across. So just for that reason alone, I'm just going to leave this as is until we get the tiles that we need. But that's kind of the plan for this side. So I'm going to leave anything over on the other side of this river alone for the time being, until we can get something along, like our airports and stuff set up. And speaking of tiles, I mentioned we already know which one I'm going for. There you go. There we go. Now we have a new area, as well as a highway. This is part of the outer belt, quote unquote, and this would be about where the wait, where did I say? Probably somewhere where the border is currently, as whereas I would have the highway connection. However, we can't do any of that right now. There's no way we can. So for now, I guess we can just expand this to the border here. This one actually, I'm gonna have to freeform it a little bit. Oh, there's a train line there. I never even saw that until just now. The game's like hiding that on me. Uh-oh. That's gonna create more issues than not. Uh-oh. I don't think... Theoretically, I want this to connect to that. And actually, that might not be a bad idea to raise this a little bit. Alright, we're good. Excellent. Just had to make that interchange real quick. And I know it looks terrible, but so be it. This road actually can get... So... This kind of gives you the basic idea of what we're trying to... Hold on a minute. Okay. Trying to accomplish. Game was trying to run wild on me there a little bit. Right about here, we'll build another main road. Go across and connect. There we go. So now we have this whole area that we can, like, mess around with, essentially. And then this road has to connect here, but thanks to, you know, geography, we can't somehow. So, thanks, game. Somehow I need just enough to where we can't do it, so that we're just gonna leave that road as is. But yeah, now we have a very new spot here. And then speaking of which, this is not what I want to be doing, but I'll do it anyways. Sure, why not? Why in the world not? There we go. Total anarchy for the win. Ah. All right. So, back to what I was trying to do. The buses. These are great if you want, like, localized traffic, but for the most part, you're not going to be able to... They're not long-term solutions here. So, first things first, I kind of emptied this out a little bit. So we got this whole spot we can deal with here. So the bus station is best served going there. And then we'll put the bus depot right next to it, which gives us access to buses. And then we'll do an inner city bus station on the opposite end here. Right about there, so... Yeah, I know, you're complaining. Whatever. Actually, you know what? We'll move the bus depot... Oh, perfect spacing. Nice. Love to see it, actually. Alright, that works a little bit better. I'll explain what we're doing with this area some other time. But generally, we'll keep the bus parts over here. May even do, like, taxis, but only in the downtown area. I'm not really going to, like, get too involved. My history with taxis usually isn't good, as it turns out. Okay. So we have bus lanes going through here. And actually, what might not be a bad idea, the purpose of upgrading this is upgrading this entire area where we're going to throw in some bus lanes. So this whole street gets upgraded. Right up until the end of the street, which actually kind of makes sense. There we go. I'm trying to see if we can repeat the same exercise for the one down here as well as... Oh, well... Where is it? Down there? Okay. How's about yes? So same exercise for this road too. Right up until about there. I'm not gonna get too far involved. Okay, you're done, finished emptying. Good. Oh, that reminds me. I just wanted to do one quick thing here. Where was it? There we go. I wanted to smuggle a cemetery in there real quick. Alright. So that's all set. So, bus routes in the past, if you keep them short, that'll work out well. I don't want to get too far involved here. So we'll do like, start off with one little local route here. We'll have it go through the trade school area. In the future, we'll have maybe another one over here, and then this will be for our future. This is going to be home to our, like, more stadiums and stuff, so that's generally the idea about that. And then we'll have one to complete there. So there's number one, just a small little one. The second one will go through Smith Park. As you want to make it through, like, focal points, per se. So, let's say, for instance, we'll have one there. People really want to go to the soccer stadium here. Well, asking you shall receive. Or perhaps people really want to go to the park. There you go. We got another nice little way to do it. Go in that, and we're good. Now we'll just create one for up north. Let's say we get over here, and we want to go all the way to Moore Park. Well, there you go. Because everybody needs more parks in their life, you know? Just put one every so often here. We'll do another one, say, at this intersection, and that completes that. And, oh, we're now at level 4. Okay, duly noted. I know the bus lanes don't really get out, but we also don't want to, you know, go far out. And finally, we'll do one for Holly Square, and that should be sufficient enough. So, let's say we're all the way over here. And then we, you know, Let's say people want to go. Let's say people really want to go to the farmer's market. Well, asking you shall receive. You may go to the farmer's market. And we'll have it go down. And then have it complete the line there. Now, it doesn't go to the farm, but that's kind of so far on the way out. So that's kind of the general idea here. And there we go. We now have our dedicated bus lanes over here from our bus station. As for our main city, this is probably not the best idea ever, but I'm going to do it. We'll have some taxis over here. It would be mostly for our small little district in here. I may have to eminent domain a few things over here. It's okay if I do. Like right there. Right across the street. One for you. One for our Ferris wheel. One for the college. We have one there, and I think we need to do a couple downtown. So let's say one there and one here as we eminent domain a few things. Oopsies. I don't think they'll mind. Better not. All right, and there we go. And there we go. That's kind of the basic idea, is to keep the taxis local and the bus stations kind of middle of the road. The outer suburbs are kind of, and I know this sounds bad, kind of forced to fend for themselves at the moment. They'll have all sorts of highways, but that's the general idea here. So anyways, that's what I'm doing with that. We'll stick with it. All right, we'll build this up a little bit more. There we go. I would like to do some riverfront apartments over on Smith Park, but we can't do it just yet, so we'll just save it. Or maybe do like some low-key tourist attractions over here. That's some food for thought later on. So anyways, that's kind of the general idea here. Now this little end over here, unfortunately it gets to stay kind of a green space, because what I'm hoping to do, and I don't know if I'll be able to pull this off, I'll explain why in just a minute, is to connect this to the main train line that's running around over here. I'll tell you right now, this train line is going to have to come over here, and it'll have to go in between our highway. As I would like to have another localized cargo train station, say, right about here-ish. Because I believe, because I'll slide from the fishing district, and I realize this is probably going to have to get moved over here, as well as whatever resources or horses are here, probably would be a good idea in case our train, because this one's kind of jammed. Inevitably, we're going to have cargo train stations all over the city. That's kind of the whole thought. Of course, again, we'll have the highway cut across. But the hope is that maybe, just maybe, we can have a passenger rail system over here. The problem is if we have, well, yeah, you can already see the issue. We kind of built everything up, including the Moore Park. Probably not a good idea to have the train line go through this right now. Inevitably, I will have to have both train systems connect. So, oh, wait a minute. Hold on. That's not what I wanted to do. One sec. That's what I wanted to do. Okay, I wanted to move that. That's right. So, the hope is that we have both train lines connect. One problem. Yeah. You can kind of already see where I'm planning on doing it, and then somehow I gotta get it through this. This can't be rebuilt yet either, so until we get that tile, so it doesn't really matter. I'm probably gonna have this highway connect with this, though. The hope is that we have both train lines just connect to this, but as you can see, we, kind of put a giant soccer stadium right in the path. Chances are I'm probably going to move this. I'll delete this parking lot, but that's the general idea that I'm thinking of here. Unfortunately, none of this can happen just yet. As I would need at least this tile so that I can build the highway alongside the train network. And this one, because, well, there's a highway interchange that's going to be connected, and the train line's going to connect through here, somewhere in this vicinity, so that is fine. Why? Oh my god, what happened here? Uh-oh. Did the fire department just not respond? Oh my goodness, that just was wild. Okay, half the industrial district nearly burnt to the ground. Jeez. Alright, I could have not seen anything that just happened about that. Alright. Everything's fine. Nothing's burning to the ground. Everything's fine. Do some more commercial districts over here. Now, so that's kind of the general plan over here. And we have an abandoned building I'd like to get rid of. Get out of here. So, back to our college, speaking of which. Let's upgrade this trade school a little bit. We did get more buildings. I did happen to see this while I wasn't looking here. And let's see. So, trade school laboratories. Well, if we need to get rid of the track and field thing, we will. We'll do it. There we go. We got some trade school laboratories. The trade school. Anyways. And then what else do we have? An auditorium. Alright, we'll put it right there. Actually, where is it? There it is. I'm going to extend this to the shoreline for a minute. In theory, it's going to go all the way up here, but due to the, you know, technicalities, I can't do that just yet. I'm actually going to move this. One second. It won't let me because reasons. Okay, I guess we're stuck with that. Alright. And then what I want to do is kind of build like a nice little 2-lane road. Say, right around here. Have it run along the lake shore. What in the world? Oh, I was like, what in the world was that noise? That was the park upgrading. Ah. Okay, there we go. And then I could just leave that as is, and then we'll just build a few more dormitories over here. That was kind of the whole point. Especially now that we, you know... There we go, we can build like 3. Oh! Almost. Need to get rid of some of the water here. Alright. There we go. Can we fit in a study hall? No. Cafeteria. Hold on. Where is it? I'm looking for the cafeteria. Sorry, I'm like losing my mind here. Put in a path like right there. There we go. Flank it with a book club. And an IT club. Already got a commencement office. Yeah, and then they need a way to get the class, obviously, because all the dormitories are over there, so how about we do this? Have it go over the road here. There you go. That's nice. There we go. Have it go over the road. Have a nice little walkway there. Safety first. And then we can have this split. Well, I was going to say we can have this split right down the middle. Or we can still do it anyways. Because why not? There we go. We have a nice little promenade over here. We'll build one final study hall. We won't build one nice little study hall because we can't fit it. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, we can't. Alright, I tried. Could certainly put in a nice little... No, we can't. Okay. I mean, that'll work. Nice little fountain off to the side, and we're looking good. There we go. We still don't have enough attractiveness just yet. We got to get it up to 1800. Let's see. Let's see if we can't help this college out a little bit. Again, I want to move both of these, but we can't do it just yet, just due to obvious reasons. Oh, it's not in the campus area. Okay. There we go. Nice little lookout over there. Ah, there we are. Alright, and then the students in the works will come around and we'll have level 5. Hopefully by the time we fill in this blank. Alright, so that takes care of that. So now we've got our transit up. So, what else can we do while we're waiting for that to come about? We're waiting for Holly Square to be fully developed, which it now is. So, I'm going to go ahead. Throw in some more housing over here. I don't want it next to the highway. That is a terrible idea if I ever saw one. Yeah, never try to build your housing next to the highway or else your residents are going to complain. You don't want to do that. Like, that should be sufficient enough, and then we keep this a kind of a buffer area. Okay. And then as for... Now, how's the farm doing? That's the next question. Policies... And we're lacking on flour and animal products. Okay. Let's try to get that up a little bit. Might need one more field here. Where's the slaughterhouse? There's the slaughterhouse. I wanted to put this in. And a couple of you with a storage area. Well, that's a milking parlor. Alright, we'll let it slide. I accidentally hit the milking parlor. Oopsies. What? The milking parlors are important. They do stuff. What? Not an industry area. Yes, you are. Bruh. Get out of here. Alright, I guess the game's being picky and won't let me do this. Fine. You win this round. Not. There we go. And then we're obviously going to need some more crop space here, because without it, we're kind of, you know, screwed. But the best we can do for the time being is this. Unless I delete the... Yeah, delete the road. Let's see if we can get smuggle in a... Oh, we can actually might be able to do it. Yes! Do like 4. Which we can't do. Alright, that's alright. No, we can't. Darn. Alright, small ones it is. With a grain silo tucked in between just for storage purposes. Never mind. That'll work. I want to have some storage here too. Alright, there we go. Upgraded that. Okay, so what can we do? We have this whole area that we can upgrade. Let me see if there's any more industrial districts here. So where Art Foul? There you go. No, that's leisure. So yeah, there's not really too much more in the industrial areas we can get. Yeah, I mentioned the small little oil patch. Well, as fate would have it, we have one over here. So this just became a good spot for a cargo train station. We got iron over here, as I'm planning to just have this road go around the lake for that. So this will connect to the iron mill that'll inevitably go here. What else? We got a small little iron patch, another oil patch that way. More iron there. Probably should have a forestry district of some kind, and this looks like to be a good candidate right over here, as well as on top of that, but, you know, you don't want to have conflicting areas. I was planning on putting the forest district over here. There is not too many more in the name of industry that we can do here, at least for right now. So we'll just leave it as is. And of course, got to save my game here. It's not like this game has crashed. No, not at all. And we are at 2134, by the way. We are now, I believe, 12 years in. I said 2073, and we're only at 30 grand. Oh, dear. Alright, I know I said I wasn't going to do this right now, but I got to do something here. So let me start. We're going to build kind of the beginning of the new highway / train line that'll inevitably connect here. We can actually build a train line first, so I'm actually going to do that. So what we're going to do is probably have the highway now. This would seem like a waste of space. But maybe I can do something with it, so the trick is to put the train line first and then flank it with the highway, so maybe right around here would be a good spot for it. Something like that, and then the whole hope is that there you go. And that's about as far as enough, because again, there's oil over here. And I kind of would like, and that would be the part where I'd begin to think about doing the cargo train area. So we'll stop it right there. This technically should come across the river. And then from this point forward, wait, is this a 2-lane road or? Oh, it is. Ah, so we're going to need 2 lanes that way. Time to get my inner railroad tycoon going here. Build like a nice little junction. Now there's a game I haven't played in a while. Hint, hint. What? I'm open to doing anything on this channel. Oh dear, we're having some issues. It's refusing to let me do it. Nice try, game. You can't fool me that bad. Okay. So that's kind of the whole thought, is that will go that way. So now that we're done with that, of course it's now dark out, so now I can barely see where I'm putting this down. So the thought is the highway would flank it this way, connect all the way into this one. In the meantime, there'd probably be like a 2-lane road heading in that direction. And then we'll have another highway go this way on the other side of the train tracks. and then it'll head this way. So that's kind of the thought. As it pertains to what I thought about doing, theoretically, I could have it. We could try it. Let me look into something here. Just to have a general train station. I know we don't really have any, like, people to do this with now. Obvious thought would be... Oh, that's a monorail to bus hub. That is not going to work. I'm 100% certain that is not going to work. Train metro hub. Metro intercity. We don't have a metro. I'm looking for a train to bus line, but I guess there isn't one. The multi-platform things would probably be absolutely useless. Oh, dear. Uh-oh. You see what I'm seeing right now? Yeah, we would literally have to go right on the road, but the road isn't going to work. Oh, dear. We may be eminent domaining some stuff, and I can't demolish this road for obvious reasons. Oh, dear. That's not good. Uh-oh. This gives new meaning to the phrase, not good. As you can see, we would literally have to go underneath this, demolish maybe a couple buildings, so bye-bye helipad, and I'd have to build the whole thing underneath. Well, that eliminates that thought of having a train station here. The only other thing I could think of doing, and this could be for future reference, not actually building it right now. Where was it? I just saw it. Not train to metro. This. The metro to intercity bus hub. It would fit, but we would have to build a metro system, which actually might be the best idea for some of our more outer line communities here. Specifically here, the farm, maybe Holly Square, as well as our more outer suburbs, as well as any more outer industrial areas. Again, a lot of my residential areas are going to sit within this little belt over here, with maybe the exception of the airport, though I could always put that like right over here. Oh wait, no, I was going to go over here. Yeah, this is where our port was going to go, and that once we get there, so that was kind of the thought process. So, anyways, moving on, we're going to ignore that whole idea and just have that train line just sit there idly. I know, waste of money, but, you know, it's for future reference, okay? Gotta do it for future reference. So, anyways. And just like that, we have a new suburb set up. Yay! Now, as I mentioned, this one's going to be a little more special. So we'll send it over on its way over the highway here. This one gets to be a bit more specialized than the last one. Kind of call it like a little community, if you will. Nice little enclave, you know. I mean, sure, you're looking at poopy water, but whatnot. It builds more scenery, you know. I'm kidding. Not. Try to build this as tightly as I can here. There we go. I know this is kind of pushing it, getting it very close to the highway here, but so be it. I can always install sound barriers if it always doesn't work. I'm trying to think if traffic wants to go back and... Yeah, actually, that's probably the better idea. I want traffic to go nice and back and forth here. No, we're not doing that. Nice try. There we go. In case traffic wants to go back and forth. There we are. Nice little small little enclave there. We'll make that one a bit more fancier than the rest of our city. I know. There we go. So we got a small little enclave there. It'll be better. Districting wise. Yeah, I mean, if we started a brand new one over here, that'll work. Say right there. Extend this a little bit further out. There you go. And then finally, we do this area. This gets to be its own little, like I was saying, gets to be its own little enclave. This will be kind of more of a smarter district. We can expand on this. I know, again, poopy water, but there's nothing wrong with that. I can always move these over here if it turns into an issue. I was planning on moving those inevitably. And then there we go. We got our nice little smaller district set up, almost. Let me try to get some watering cans over here. I forget about that too often, and there we go. So Sheffield Park is just about set up and ready to go for when we need it. And by that I mean, say, right about now. Okay, that works. There we go. So we got two small little enclaves ready to go, just in case. I see the game is already telling us we're going to need more. So, let's see. We're pretty close to 44,000. I'm kind of stuck in a holding pattern. So, chances are I'll once again be working on this off camera to try to get us to 44,000. But that's going to do it. And if that's the case, then maybe we can complete a couple more projects. I'd like to complete the trade school. Get that up to level 5. I'll buy this square. Get our new infrastructure projects done. And hopefully not demolish the city while we're at it. And if we're lucky, we may just be able to make it to, like, you know... I have no idea what I'm doing right now. Hold on. Jeez. 65 is the next landmark, but that's not what we're looking for. We're looking for 80, so we've got a long ways to go. So we gotta shoot for 80,000 people here, so yeah. Thanks everyone for watching. It's much appreciated. Don't again hit those like and subscribe buttons if you like what you're seeing here. And I will see you on the next one. Peace out, everyone.